Hello children, let's start third chapter of SST, that is India wins freedom. As children, you know that in the previous chapter, that means struggle towards freedom, we studied about the first war of independence, which is also known as Sipai Mutiny because it was started by a Sipai or a soldier, Mangal Pandey. After first war of independence, when India lost this war, that means Indians were not able to get their country free. INC was formed in the year 1885 by an Englishman, A.O. Hume. INC was formed. That means Indian National Congress. Now here Indian National Congress was formed and the leaders of this INC, they started realizing, and other social reformers also, they started realizing that due to some evils, first of all, due to some evils like sati pratha, child marriage, girls' education, and the lack of unity among Indians is the main reason that Britishers are able to have control on their own country. So now, finally, how could Indians win freedom for their country? So let's start this chapter. And in this particular video, children, I am going to cover half of the chapter. The topics are partition of Bengal, Swadeshi and boycott movement, revolutionaries, what is the role of Gandhiji or what remained the role of Gandhiji for the freedom of India, and Jallianwala Bagh massacre. So now let's start with the topic. First of all, what exactly was the role played by Indian National Congress, which was formed in the year 1885? The leaders of India or the social reformers, they very well understood that till the British rule is there, means till the Britishers are ruling our country, no reform is possible. Our country cannot be reformed, we cannot get rid of the evils in the society, and we cannot get our freedom back. Now the leaders like Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Dadabhai Naoroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, now they started putting their demands. So what was the demand? Either Britishers must leave our country and we can govern our country on our own, or Indians must be appointed in the government offices, because only the Indians could understand the problems of common Indian. No Britisher was able to understood their problem, and Britishers were not ready or not interested in the problems of the common Indian. Now few of the leaders which are commonly called as Lal, Bal, Pal. Lal means Lala Lajpat Rai, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Pal means Bipin Chandra Pal. Now these leaders, they were also from the Indian National Congress, but they were in the favor of strikes and boycotts. Means they were a little bit tough in their methods. Now in 1905, because Indians started demanding to be a part in the government, so to control that thing, Britishers thought of dividing Bengal. Bengal was a larger state, and Britishers said that because Bengal is a larger state, it cannot be administered easily as a single state. So they divided Bengal in the year 1905, that means 1905, into Bengal and Eastern Bengal. Two parts they made. One was Bengal and another was Eastern Bengal. But their main purpose behind the partition of Bengal was to divide Hindus and Muslims. That means they wanted to break the unity which was going to develop among Indians irrespective of the religion they belong after the formation of INC. So Britishers, they wanted to break this unity. They wanted to create conflicts between Hindus and Muslims. So playing or working on the policy of divide and rule, they partitioned Bengal. But what happened? Indians, they were not able to tolerate partition of Bengal. So they started Swadeshi and boycott movement. Swadeshi and boycott movement means they started the use of Swadeshi items, that means the goods which were made in India, and they started boycotting the use of the British items. So the result of this movement was that Britishers have to reunite Bengal in 1911. That means partition of Bengal was from 1905 to 1911 only. Now next comes the Swadeshi and boycott movement. Now Swadeshi means of one's own country. That means whatever we are using, that must be made in our own country. Right now children, we are boycotting Chinese goods. Whether now during the Diwali's lights, crackers which are made by China, we are boycotting all those things. So at that time, the things or the goods made by Britishers were boycott. And the meaning of boycott word is to refuse, to say no. Here it is written off, it should be to. To refuse to say no. That means we will not use anything which was made by the Britishers. And the result of this particular movement was that Indian goods, that means whatever was made in India, that started becoming popular again. And every Indian joined this movement. Now every Indian, he or she, they started realizing that if we want our country to be free, that means each and every Indian has to participate in that movement. So everybody started boycotting British goods. They started making bonfires. That means जो भी British की चीजें थी उन सबको जला देना. They stopped attending the colleges and the schools which were set up by the British. And as a result, Britishers, they started sending the leaders of this particular movement or the protesters, Indians who were protesting against the British goods, they started beating them or putting them behind the bars. After that, revolutionaries. Now what happened? Many Indians, they were trying to fight for the freedom of India in a very peaceful manner. Either they were taking out hartals or there were protests like they were boycotting the British goods. But few of the leaders, they were of the belief that force should be met with force only. Means if Britishers are killing us, then we will kill the Britishers. If Britishers are beating us, then we will beat the Britishers. We will not follow the path of doing hartals or any peaceful protest. So keeping this idea in mind, Veer Savarkar, he started a secret revolutionary society in 1904. He kept it as a secret because these leaders or the participants or the members of this particular revolutionary society were going to use violence. So few of the names among the leaders were Bhagat Singh, Ajit Singh, Aurobindo Ghosh, Sukhdev, Ram Prasad Bismil and Chandrasekhar Azad. But what happened? As India being a very peaceful country and the common man was trying or putting his own efforts in the form of hartals, etc. So they were against violence. So they did not support violence. Rather, they followed the method of peaceful protest. Now, when all this was going on, then Gandhiji came back to India from Africa. Before 1915, Gandhiji, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, he was in Africa. There he fought against racism. That means against the color of the Indians. On the basis of the color of the Indians, they were very much ill treated. So he came back to India in 1915 and he was very much touched. He was deeply pained by the poor condition of the Indians. They were not having proper food, they were not having proper clothes. Indians in the villages they were in very miserable condition because maximum money, most of the wealth of India was taken up by the Britishers. But Gandhiji requested and pleaded Indians to follow the path of Satyagraha and Ahimsa. Satyagraha means truth. Follow the path of truth. And Ahimsa means non-violence. That means Indians will not beat or kill anybody. No ahimsa. No hinsa will be taken up. They will follow the path of ahimsa. He told Indians, Gandhiji told Indians that do not bear up injustice. Whatever you want to do, you want to protest, do it peacefully and do it fearlessly. Don't be afraid of anything when you are on the path of Satyagraha. And but when Gandhiji was asking Indians to follow the path of Satyagraha and Ahimsa, a very brutal and cruel massacre happened in Amritsar, Punjab. At Jallianwala Bagh, Amritsar, on the day of 13th April 1990, that means day of Basant Panchami, thousands of Indians they gathered at Jallianwala Bagh for a peaceful protest against the unfair and unlawful policies of Britishers. When General Dyer he came to know about such gathering, he ordered his men, that means his army, to open fire. Open fire means अंधाधुंध गोलियां बरसाना at unarmed public. Unarmed public means वो पब्लिक जिनके पास अपनी सुरक्षा के लिए कोई भी हथियार नहीं है. Due to the open fire, hundreds of men, women and children were killed. Thousands were injured. This day, 13th April 1990, is still remembered. Even today, it is remembered as a black day in Indian history because thousands of innocent men, women and children were killed. Okay, children. So rest I will explain in next video. Till then, bye.